What is up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon back after 10. We are on the road to a tournament. Now, if you guys watched my live stream this morning, week 3 of League, thank you so much for doing so. Got a lot of interaction within the chat. Definitely appreciated that for sure. But today, after I got done, I was originally supposed to go to this tournament, then something happened, and I wasn't going to go to the tournament, and now looks like I am going to the tournament. So things kind of work themselves out. Pretty cool. But I am on my way to a house here in the Ohio area, a place called Gilmore Lanes in Fairfield, Ohio. I think it's a 24-lane center. Been there a couple times. Had some moderate success, I guess, there. It's a Baker-style doubles tournament. Pretty dope. Something I've never done before. So I'm kind of excited to see how that goes. Found out it's an 8-game qualifier about 20 minutes ago. 8 games. It's a lot. But it is what it is. 8-game qualifier, then they cut the field in half, so on and so forth. So I'm on my way to do that. And I'm excited because doing something I've never done before. The person I'm bowling with, I bowled in a tournament, a doubles tournament with him during the summer, a sweeper, and we made a little bit of money doing that. So hopefully we can, come out with a dub today for that. So because of the place, it's known to be it can be tough. So it's a wood pattern. It's a wood house. So they do hook quite a bit. I think this one, I brought 9 pieces with me and talked about 100%. Kind of wanted to talk to what you think, what may or may not necessarily be a good idea. I believe it is on a house pattern. So ball 1 for sure. It's obviously going to be my plastic ball. I gotta take that. I gotta take that into the building, especially with it being a wood house and it's a high friction house. So I gotta take that. Ball number 2. You guys don't know this, but I did finally drill up a purple hammer. If you want me to make a video about purple hammer, now that the controversy's kind of done, with the USB-C and all that, let me know. I'm kind of curious I've only thrown it like maybe a game and a half, so kind of curious. So my Pro Shop guy said definitely bring that, so that's in the trunk. A ball that I know works well in transition, 2 bowling balls that work well in transition, one cleaner than the other, are both the Combat and the Ovation. The Combat, I feel, is cleaner, not as responsive, but cleaner than the one Ovation. So I think the 2 could play off of each other. Hybrid versus Pearl. So you got plastic. What's up, Biggie? I'm thinking plastic, urethane, bringing Perp Daddy. Combat, I think I'm gonna bring in there. The one Ovation I'm gonna bring in there. So that's 4. Because again, we're dealing with a wood panel that is a higher friction, which means sometimes your weaker stuff or your responsive stuff can get offline fairly quick, even on the fresh. I think to blend that out, I'm thinking I brought both the Pulse, the Columbia 300 Pulse, which has been great so far, and then I also brought the tournament ball, one of my GB5s. So I don't know. So plastic, urethane, Combat, Ovation, that's 4. I gotta have something strong, symmetrical, so I'm kind of thinking I might take in the GB5, mainly because I need something that has a little bit of shape to it. So that's 5. And then I I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I should bring the pulse in there. I don't know. So we'll see. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Um, you guys tell me what you think. Like, okay, so here's everything that's in the back. It's just 9 pieces: plastic, purple hammer, Brunswick Combat. Let's see, Combat, One Ovation, Mantra Solid, Theorem Solid. Let's see, wait a minute. White Dot, Purple, Combat, One Ovation, Mantra, Theorem Solid. Oh, Severe Collision. And I don't remember what the other ball is. I'm having a brain fart. Let's do the Combat last night. It was alongside. Okay. I've been seeing more of the entity pop up, whether it be in chat or just casual conversation. I've seen it I was at a regional, and I saw a lot of guys use that. And from people that I know, especially if they're Brunswick staffers who had the Mesmerize, they say this is like that entity is very much like the Mesmerize, just the Ebonite branded version of it. So that's not a bad thing. So yeah, that's a great 1-2 combo. That's it. You got strong, solid ASIM and strong, angular, depending on how you have it laid out, of course, ASIM Pearl. So that makes sense. That's a good combination. That Combat is a very versatile ball. I would say that. That Combat is a very, very versatile ball. That's a piece where I can really open up the lanes when there's decent transition. Sorry, my ear itches like crazy. When there's a lot of transition, and then or you can use it on the fresh depending on surface wise and how you're rolling it. Give me 1 second, y'all. I want to make sure. All right, sorry about that. I just followed my GPS. Said I'll be at my location in about 40 minutes. So yeah, I mean, I got some options. The goal this year for 2025, all of the calendar 2025, was to bowl in 30 tournaments, which is a lot. And I threw a number out there. I don't know why 30 came to mind, but it was a number that I'm rolling with. 30 tournaments, and the goal was to cash in at least 80% and win 5. Now I have not won anything yet. Sometimes you just got to donate. Everybody donates every now and then. But I think of the, let's see, the doubles tournament, first one of the year, so New Year's Day tournament, I finished. John Turner, rest in peace. JT, we finished 8th in that tournament, so cashed in that one. I bowled in like 4 of the sweepers that summer. I cashed in 3. I gotta write this down. I gotta start paying attention, writing this stuff down. I would say, and my math is just off. Math was not it was my subject, but I think I've only bowled in about 10, 15 tournaments, and I've cashed in most of them. There were 2 that I know for a fact I did not cash in, but most everything else I've cashed in, whether it be placed to get a check or brackets. I don't count jackpots because anybody can hit a jackpot theoretically, but brackets, yes. Excuse me. So yeah, I think I'm on par. Although I'm not gonna hit 30 tournaments. That's just nuts. So again, I don't know but yeah, I'm thinking about 10 to 15 tournaments so far this calendar year, and I think I've cashed in most of them. So not mad at myself. I would like to come away with a couple wins. That would be fantastic. I missed a cut in one tournament here recently by like 21 sticks, and it was like a spare that I knew for a fact I should have made. It cost me hindsight, obviously. And then the next week I cashed, so it evens out. And it was on a harder pattern too, so that's something. I don't know about y'all, but do you bowl better as far as tournaments? Do you bowl better on house shots, or do you bowl better on tougher stuff? Because for me, I tend to bowl better, or I tend to cash anyway, more often when it's on a tougher pattern than it is a house shot. Now, some people say, oh, well, house shots are easy. Excuse me, sometimes house shots are not easy. Sometimes house shots suck because you got, depending on the league and what you're bowling in, of course, you can have a pattern, but how people play said pattern can be, very different. Therefore, it breaks down completely weird, Some people play the track on everything, which is not necessarily anything wrong with it. But if you're on a house shot, and let's just say there's, 2 5-man teams, and 7 out of the 8, or 7 out of the 10, or let's say 5 out of the 10 are playing the track, but the other, let's say 3 are spraying everywhere. I mean, that makes it hard for anybody to adjust to. Because you got this and this and that and carpet tunnel and, sheesh. But anyway, yeah, I tend to cash when it's on tougher patterns. I think I get forced to lock in a lot better. So therefore, my mistakes go down, and my awareness of what is or isn't go up. Oh, it looks like there was some sort of decent sized accident on 71 northbound. Just before, or right at, in that case, Wilmington Road exit, number 36. Sound like a forecaster, not a forecaster, but a news person, radio host or something. We have a report in that. Exit number 36, Williams Road, northbound on 71 in Ohio. There was a major accident that has traffic backed up seemingly for at least a mile. So be careful if you're going that way. This is Chuck Woolery. Anyway. So yeah, I'm on my way. Got a little bit of time left to go, so I figured I'd say what's up. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope your Sunday's going great. No trouble, no drama. If you bowled in a tournament or if you bowled in league this morning or this weekend, let me know in the comment section. What'd you shoot? Do you guys bowl 3 games? You bowl 4 games? Like my Sunday morning league. If you didn't, you missed it this morning. Had a real good time this morning. We bowled 4 games. It's a trio league, so pre-med. 4 games. Ooh, this traffic is backed up for miles. Wow, that sucks. I'm not going that way right now. But yeah, let me know. You guys bowl 4 games. If you bowled this weekend or whatever. Who's your high series this week? Because I know some of y'all probably bowl in more than one league. Maybe one league's just a little BS league, just to drinks and maybe bowl with your friends, family, coworkers, something like that. So it's not serious. You don't really care. But then there's that other league that you lock in, and you go there. Ooh, excuse me. Hi, tired. You go there, you lock in, and it ain't no game. It ain't no game. It's focus time. Let me know, because today I shot 858, I believe. Yeah, 858 before. So not bad, not horrible, not a bad day. Had a slow start, but each game got better. Pattern came to me. I was making the proper moves, as the game went on. Because that first game, oh my God. Oh, I think I struggled to shoot 190. That was irritating. That was like for real irritating. I was missing 10 pins for some stupid reason. So yeah, I'll take 858 for 4 start and with the start that I had. So I want to know what you guys did. You know, what are some goals for yourself for the 2025, 2026 season? One for me, I know it's kind of big, but just a me thing. Averages don't necessarily decipher whether or not a person's a good bowler or not. Especially being with my goal wanting to be a good overall bowler. I ain't trying to be the best. I'm 45. I don't have time to dedicate to the game like that. But I'd like to be a decent. I would like to feel like I'm a far better bowler than what I am right now. So, you know, my goal right now is to average 220 in this league. If I feel like I can average 220 in this league, I feel like I'm doing something good for once. Because I've never done it. I think the most I've ever averaged in the league was 215. And this past season, I averaged 211. So, just a personal goal. I like to have like maybe 5 300s this year to make up for all the ones I didn't get during those 10 years I was off. And, 2 or 3 800s this year. That's honestly my personal goal. So, we'll see. But I'm not going to keep y'all. I just wanted to touch base with everybody. Again, if you watched the live stream this morning, my Trio League, thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate all the likes and the comments. That was fun. Appreciate it. I'll do it again next week. But again, since I was kind of shocked that I'm actually going to now be able to bowl in this tournament, I figured I'd come by and say, what's up? I'm on my way to a tournament. Thought you should know. All right. Boys and girls, peace in the Middle East, hoagies and grinders, navy beans, meatloaf sandwiches. If you know what that means, then you know what that means. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.